Aquarius, this is your April energy reading. No matter how you resonate with the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, there might be a nugget of wisdom in here for you. I call in messages always and only from the highest vibration of love and light, always and only in the highest good of anyone who receives. That's Merlin. That's Merlin. Anybody want a cat? So let's tune in. It's so weird that it's like totally backwards. Like the camera is not mirror image. It weirds me out. Okay. April so far. I only have Pisces after you. So you are the 12th reading that I've done for April. Every other sign has gotten something about the overall energy of April being not the norm for the comfortable bubble that sign lives in. So there's going to be lots of growth and expansion. The energy is asking all of us to expand, to get comfortable with being uncomfortable for a little while, not forever. So let's see what Aquarius has for you. What Aquarius comes through us. I am starting off with this Magic the Gathering Oracle deck. It is gorgeous. They did a really good job with it. I wouldn't have thunk, but it's good. It's a good deck, and it feels amazing to shuffle. I just want to shuffle it all day long. It has amazing finger feel. If you know what I mean. All right, so let's get an overall energy for this reading. And if you like to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, which I highly recommend, like I said, everything's up except for Pisces so far. Ooh, I love this. You guys, you got Pegasus. Like, come on, for reals. I mean, being an air sign, that makes sense. Like, that's just trying to get it into the better light. Higher perception. I love that. Pegasus. I mean, I'm going to look it up, but do I need to? Probably not really. Where is that? There we go. Card meaning, in our lifetimes, we revisit similar problems over and over. It's the upward spiral, right? The more we bring our full attention to our lives, the less chance we will repeat the same mistakes or fall into the same traps. The higher our perception, the more we can see the cycles coming and respond accordingly. This is great because Aquarius, I feel like for many Aquarians, this awakening thing is really cracked open in the last year or two. And so this message coming through is saying you are going to hit a quantum cracking open in April. And so really, well, you have, this is what's coming through, a quantum cracking open that is going to give you a higher perspective than you ever thought you could have in this lifetime. The healing is going to happen at a quantum rate now for you, because this is what you're being able to, because you've done the healing, because you've been doing the work, you're going to be able to see patterns and these things. I don't know why I'm like crooked. I think I need to go to the chiropractor. I just keep looking at I'm like, what is going on with my arm? Distraction much. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you're going to be able to see patterns and cycles, not cycles, programs. That's the word I'm looking for. I knew it was another P. Patterns and programs trying to grab a hold of you and pull you back in. Patterns trying to pull you back in. Because time is not linear, it is an upward spiral, or so we think, right? Because of the way we evolve, that is the perspective of time as we are experiencing it. When you pan back a little bit, right? We experience it linearly in our day-to-day lives, but we're really on an upward spiral. And so when you get, let's say you heal something here, and then you're going up, but you're still hitting this point, but it's at the next level and the next level and the next level, okay? That's why they say we have like 7-year cycles. I think we have like 12-year cycles. There are things that we know are going to come back around until you heal it. Here's the thing is I think we've had it all wrong. I think not all, but I think we've had it wrong where it's like, well, we're always going to be healing these same things. Anybody who tells you that, that's a story they're telling themselves. I really do believe that we can heal the bigger things completely. And then whatever that thing was for each individual person, it will keep trying to come back in, perhaps for the rest of your life, probably not, but the universe does test us. And so when you heal something, I made this mistake recently. I declared that I had healed something, and then the next day the universe was like, really? And knocked me on my ass with it, and I hadn't healed it completely. And so it was almost like I knew I had healed it, and then I went like I whipped around that. So time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. And I do think that we come around and heal the same things, but at the next level, because we've created these levels and layers of trauma. If you have ancestral baggage or past life stuff, and we tend to, as a soul, we want to learn certain things. And so, we want to learn kind of everything. But as a soul, you maybe chose, like, let's say, so I'll pick something easy. Let's say relationships. That's a very broad category, but let's say you chose relationships as your main challenge as a soul, then that is going to pile up each life you lived where you didn't express the emotions needed to be expressed, where you didn't heal. In order to heal, we have to feel. I know that's cheesy, but it's true. In order to heal anything, you have to feel emotions around it and allow those emotions to process through you and out. And you have to go, bye-bye, bye-bye, you can go now. But when we live entire lifetimes where we don't do that, we bring all of that with us in the next one. And so it's like this layer upon layer upon layer upon layer that we're healing. And I think that we can. And that's the message coming through, Aquarius, is if you've been telling yourself or being told, well, you're going to be healing that for the rest. It's kind of like when you get diagnosed with a chronic thing, which again, that's an illusion. They don't exist, you guys. They don't exist. When you are told that, you take on that belief and then it becomes your truth. It doesn't have to, okay? It's all the stories we're telling ourselves, and that's what creates our reality. But it's almost like you're being diagnosed with a chronic thing and you're like, well, you'll have to manage this the rest of your life. Some people are going around saying, well, you're going to be healing that the rest of your life, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I'm just going to go out on that limb and proclaim that right now, and the universe is going to go tomorrow, probably. All right, so I'm going to get 3 from this deck now. Star Temple Oracle. It's the 7 Sisters. So we're going to get some messages from the 7 Sisters. We're going to start the story for April for Aquarius. I just love your starting card. You want to look at it again? I know you do. I know you do. Look how beautiful that is. So who would be on? Oh, I did want to look at the lore, because I want to know who's riding him. On Theros, the Pegasus is a sacred animal that only heroes ride. Oh, I love that. I'm glad we looked that up. So that is you, Aquarius, the hero of your own story. If you have main character syndrome, as long as it's in your own life, that is beautiful. All right, so Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Do not judge me. I am tired. That was not even any of the right notes. I get it, or the right key. Of course, keys are subjective as long as you get all the notes right? As long as you get all the intervals right. All right. Oh my gosh, this morning star just keeps coming up. Okay, I'm going to allow this. I also got the Amber Star. Damn, like a lot of repeat cards, which tells me that we are really holding hands and jumping off this cliff together as a collective, okay? So many repeating cards. There's so many of the signs. You got the Morning Star, which look at this energy. Look at this go, 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 masculine, finally forward movement energy. It's also 16, which breaks down to 7, which is cosmic assistance. It says the morning star, radiance. I shoot for the stars. Radiance is my birthright. Y'all, it came out in reverse. Don't worry. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I do feel like it's interesting that it's basically the same thing. So, okay, so here's our hero atop Pegasus. All right, ready? Letting Pegasus do all the work. Remember that. Pegasus represents the universe. The universe wants to carry the heavy loads for you. The universe wants to move the obstacles out of your way. The universe wants to do all the work so that you can just go with the flow. Here you are, you've hopped off Pegasus and you're trying to do it all on your own and you're going to fall. Okay, that's all this message is. It's like we feel a little bit of momentum and then we try to push and force and go and sprint through things that we're not ready to sprint through, or the energy, the collective energy isn't ready for us to go through yet. Okay. So this is you just really trying to take charge, which you like to be in charge, but you don't like inherently like step up and take charge. That's not your natural state. You're more of an innovator, right? You're more of a leader, honestly, kind of behind the scenes, not really, but like not the one right in front, right? Like that's who you are. And so this is you trying to control the situation. Isn't that weird that it's like, whoa, how come I can see the hallway and stuff behind it? That is crazy. I never noticed that before. What the hell? Like you can see that white stripe. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting mesmerized by shiny things. I don't know if that's going on with you guys, Aquarius, but I'm always tuned in. So anything that happens in the reading is part of your reading. And I keep getting distracted. So you want to go so bad, you might have a false start. That's all that means. Okay, that's not terrible. You're going to go. And then you got 39, which breaks down to 12, which keeps breaking down to 3, which is the medicine woman heal. I nurture and nourish my mind, body, and soul. This came out in reverse. So this is you trying to go. Oh my God, I'm so ready. I've been healing a lot and kind of, it's a false start. You trip a little bit and you have to go back. This, because it came out in reverse, you're resisting. It goes with this one very well. You're resisting the deep healing that you're being asked to do. And I know why. I know why, Aquarius. I know why, because I am feeling the same thing. Is I am fucking sick and tired of healing. Anybody else? I'm so tired of it. I'm exhausted from resting. I'm exhausted from self-care. I'm exhausted from giving myself grace and patience. I'm exhausted from all the endings and the beginnings. I'm just exhausted. I know you are too. But we have to keep going. We have to persevere. So this is just you resisting another cycle of deep healing. But April is bringing it through, whether you like it or not, Aquarius. The best thing you can do is let the universe do the heavy lifting. Just sit atop it and let it do all the work and go with the flow and do the self-care and eat the comfort food and move your body and meditate and Netflix and chill. I don't judge. Whatever works for people. So this 17 also came out, the Amber Star. I'll read it to you first and then I'll show it to you because I love this card. This came out upright, thank goodness. Let go. I surrender and allow myself to grieve. This came out upright. Tell me that's not pink. Not the color, the superstar. My current spirit animal, pink. Notice how she looks like she's kind of dressed like a warrior, like this young man and this young man. Very different energy though, right? Very different energy, right? Like surrendering and letting the universe carry him, and no, not doing that. And then stillness, this is a beautiful card. Just soak that in for a minute. What a gorgeous image. Like she's really in stillness there. I like that. She's dressed, I mean, Pink would wear this, right? Like, back me up here. Pink would totally wear this in a concert. And it breaks down to 8, by the way, which is infinity, which is the Ouroboros, which is ending and beginnings, ending, beginning, ending, beginning, ending, beginning. It feeds into itself. It's eating itself, but really it's just feeding into itself, and it's infinity. It's never ending. It's the cycle. It's how we exist. And so, but she's not fighting. Like, she doesn't have any weapons, so she's dressed to fight, but she's also in stillness, like really in stillness. And it says, let go. So what are you doing in this deep? There's something you're trying to bypass by running. There's something you need to let go of, and you're trying to bypass it by taking off, by hitting, getting out the gate. Like, the gate's going to open and you're going to go. But really what's going on is the gate isn't quite open, and you're trying to break through it and go, and you're going to hit the gate because there's something else. There's something else in here for you. And it's letting go of something. It's grieving something. So most of the time we're grieving. In fact, I would bet every time we grieve, we let go of something, no matter what it is, and we grieve. What we are truly grieving is that version of us. Okay, so you're not allowing yourself. Sorry, tuck this guy, that disobedient dread back in. You are wanting to not finish the grieving process of the former you that has died. You're wanting to climb out of the pit a little too soon. Okay, just be aware of that. Let's keep going, because I think I'm going to ask for more clarification. I'm going to pull 3 from this beautiful deck, Transcendent Journeys Oracle. It is Gorge. All right, so yeah, we'll get clarification here on these. You have 7, 9, 12, 3, 7, 3, 8. 738. Look that up. That feels like something for some of you. Look up the angelic number 738, or the spiritual meaning of the number 738. I feel like that's something for some of you. Let's get 3 more. Let's get, oh my goodness, like how much? Okay, so there's another repeat. These 2, by the way, are repeats a few times. I've seen them a few times already. Here's another repeat. This is Agar. He is from Agartha, which is the underground city, the city in the honeycombed earth. Whether you believe that or not does not matter. It's the energy coming through, okay? The energy of something that will be revealed to you, something that you are unaware of, but that is going to be very important in your life coming out, okay? And it's 27, it's 9 coming to the end of a cycle. So you're really going into the healing in April. I'm so proud of you. You didn't even know. Looking into the future, you're doing it. You're killing it. You're going deep into that healing. And so you're completing that cycle so that you can, I'm guessing, oh yeah, you can move forward then. And guess what's next is 10. So you got 9 and 10, and this is claim your power. So this is ending and beginning. The Lady of Avalon. Oh, I love that. That is quite, and that's the Tor in Glastonbury back here. It's a door, it's a portal, it's a multi-dimensional portal. It's ruins, and it's real, and it's there in Glastonbury. And from what I've heard, it's amazing. I have a friend who lives there and used to send me like videos of her walking up to it and stuff. So yeah, the unexpected mentor is the message on this. Sure, I feel like it could be more not somebody that you for some of you, somebody that actually comes in physically and guides you and offers to guide you. Maybe you even pay them to guide you. But for a lot of you, it's really just going to be like, I keep seeing a TV. I keep seeing TV, something you see, maybe a YouTube video. You never know, right, where the profound messages are going to come from. But something passive, something not passive, but something non-physical. So something, it's not an actual person coming in is what I mean. That will give you a message that will just, right? And then that will help you come to the end. I feel like this is the time when you're going to realize, oh my God, I'm wrapping it up. I'm actually doing it. You're going to start to feel a lot different in a good way, a lot lighter, a lot better, a lot more free. Dude, this is huge. April is freedom for you. And then you have 10, which is you've done it. You hit the end, and now it's beginning. Ending and beginning is the same instant. Claim your power. Let's look up the Lady of Avalon. I don't need to look up Agar. I've pulled him so many times in this. The great goddess lives within you. This is man, woman, or other. It does not matter. We all have beautiful divine feminine energy within us. The great goddess lives within you. It's time to declare your sovereignty and answer the calling of your heart. Fuck yeah. All right. It's time for you to go. It's time for you. This is your forward movement. I know she's not moving yet, but she is gathering the clarity and inspiration. She's just kind of realizing, oh, okay. So now I know which way to go. And that's what's coming through. The Lady of Avalon holds up her staff in affirmation. She stands on Chalice Hill betwixt and between an otherworldly space, with the sun setting behind her and the moon rising before her. Here she embodies the divine feminine dwelling in the magic of the twilight landscape. Yeah, that's beautiful. Be ready to put aside the fear of disapproval and climb the hill. Okay, so a lot of you may end up having, like, you're going to get to this point where you can finally move, and then you might have, I don't know, I feel like rather than a mentor, for some of you, this is going to be a naysayer. It's going to be a hater, right? Who's going to come in and be like, and you're going to think, oh, maybe they have some guidance, and they're going to go, what are you doing? Don't go that way. And you're going to be like, but that's where my heart is leading me. But that's stupid. You're going to ignore them. You're going to ignore them, okay? Your discernment, what I like to call your bullshit meter, is going to be on high alert, okay? You're going to be good here. Your venture may be fraught with challenges to overcome and lessons to be internalized. Yeah. So as you move forward, it's just, I almost said more growth. It is like we're always growing, but as you move forward, it's integrating the new energy and who you are in the new energy and how you can show up and be and exist. And yeah, what are you going to do? Lessons to be internalized. But once there, you'll be able to acknowledge and accept your sovereignty. I love this too, because I have this exercise that I do courtesy of my beautiful friend, Angie K. Check out our podcast right here on YouTube called Hey Goddess. I will try to link it if I think of it. We are also on Spotify, Amazon Music, and iTunes, but we do have it here on YouTube for those of you who like the videos. But she has taught me this practice when I feel, it's a great visualization to do when you feel kind of your monkey mind going crazy. Is you close your eyes, take 3 deep belly breaths, visualize you're in your own throne room of your castle. Your castle and the grounds, you can visualize it however you want. I kind of like to just picture the castle is my energy bodies, okay? The castle is my entire space. And I am in the throne room and I'm holding a staff, and the throne room is just chaos. There are merchants, there are peasants, there are noblemen, noble women, there are people everywhere, and everybody wants a piece of me. And I take that staff and I raise it up and I slam it down onto the stone floor and I say, everybody out. And then I have one of my guards, nameless, faceless guards, open the door, and I watch everybody file out, and everybody has to go, including that guard at the end. He will go out and close the door behind him, and you are alone in your throne room. And it is so peaceful. It's very effective. And so it's almost like that's what she's about to do. So that's what you can do with the naysayers too. It's like, no, out. I get to follow my heart now. Aquarius, say that with me. I get to follow my heart now. Everybody else be damned, okay? That will be the time to act on what you envision. Absolutely, yes. I'm glad it said that, because this is definitely, it has forward movement energy. It's not really in the card, but I can feel it. So that will be the time to act on what you envision. You will be empowered. So claim that sovereignty. You are the king, queen, or a ruler. You are the ruler of your own energy. And then we have, guess what? Divine union for some of you, okay? This could also just be divine union within, okay? Which that has to happen until you are at a place where you really truly love yourself. You've created a safe space for yourself. You are going to attract, if you want it bad enough, right? You're going to attract partners that match where you are on your healing journey, or below. I just feel like that's the truth. I don't know. They're going to match your trauma. And perhaps when you're in the midst of this deep, intensive healing in April, you don't really want that. So towards the end of April into May, what they're saying is this is when you may be ready to call in a partner. But notice the artwork. It's kind of hard to see, but she is bruised and her clothes are torn. And he looks like he's been through it. He might be dying. I'm not sure. But it does say love will endure, and it is number 2. And it says journey to Avalon. Let's look at this. I think the image, persevere. Okay, so literally that was a huge message that came out for me just today in general, just for myself. Find the inner strength to go on. Nothing ever dies, it just changes form. Sorrow can be shared and transmuted. Okay, so this is talking about a divine union path where someone may come in for you. If you already have somebody, that may deepen for you, and you're going to, on a more expanded level, you're going to be shown and be given an opportunity to heal something together. It does say sorrow, to heal and transmute sorrow together. And it could just be because it's been such a tough path, right? But let's read the whole thing. Battle worn from the conflicts of life, the priestess of Avalon cradles Arthur's head in her lap while invoking the goddess to heal him, as well as her own weary heart. They pass through the misty veils to the sanctuary of Avalon, which exists in a parallel dimension. Arthur will stay there until the day he chooses to return. On this isle, removed from the mundane world, magic is alive and all things are possible. This card comes to you because a deep inner wound calls for healing. Put yourself in the hands of a practitioner you trust, or perhaps look to a partner or family member who is capable of holding space for you and expressing unconditional love. Under such care, your pain can emerge, and with help, you will work through it. So the message isn't actually divine union, and that isn't going to be true for all of you anyway. If you're not looking for love, then this is just someone who can hold space for you while you're going through this. And that person holding space is sharing your pain. But this is going to be a good thing. It's going to be part of the contract that you have with this person in this life. Normally we would say, oh, don't take on anybody's pain, but they are going to be someone who it's a shared trauma that together you will be able to heal. So expect that to come in. I do feel like maybe, no, it's going to be different. That's a whole new message. I wanted to go back to the mentor, but I'm not seeing a mentor necessarily. It's just an equal, right? It's like a coworker. It's like, and they're sharing. Yeah, I think I said it all. They're sharing the pain. And so they're sharing the healing, and they're going to come in. I feel like they're going to come in like gangbusters. That's what I heard. They're going to come in like gangbusters. You don't have to force them. You don't have to convince them to help you do this. They are going to come in wanting to do it for themselves and for you. And you will feel the same. You'll want to do it for you and for them, but always put you first, okay? And just as they would put themselves first. But it's going to be a beautiful healing. It's going to be so you're going to go, 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 go. And just know that whatever you're healing, you're going to have help. I don't see this like knocking you on your ass, because you just finally got some forward movement energy and some clarity at the end of April coming into May. And so go with that, and don't worry about, I would say that's when you can, well, I was going to say this, but obviously, well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's when you can really run out the gate. Okay. For most of April, you're going to want to let the universe do most of the heavy lifting. Okay. Let's get, let's get a wrap-up card for you, a final wrap-up card for you, Aquarius. I hope any of this made sense. I do feel like a little bit of it was all over the map, just because for a lot of you, you are in overwhelm as far as just really kind of desperate. Try not to be desperate, but we all get there. Desperate for clarity, desperate for a next step, desperate for, well, where am I going? What am I doing? And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. This is intense AF. All right, Aquarius, let's get a wrap-up card. That was beautiful. Focus, Chimera. And so you got, Chimera is an energy of being two beings at once. And so that is, again, confirming the inner union of divine masculine and divine feminine, and also an external of this person coming in and helping you heal. But it starts with you balancing these beasts within, right? And no matter what you are, masculine, feminine, and I don't care what the vessel looks like, but each of us has at least more of one or the other. So it doesn't matter, but you're balancing these two energies. And then it's going to bring focus. Like, I feel like it's just confirming this card too. Like, she's so focused and she's receiving clarity. And then she's like, aha, now I know where to go. And she's been really patient and she's been doing the inner work, and she deserves the forward movement that this is bringing. And so you're going to be moving forward. I feel like both these animals, like the lion and the griffin, is that a griffin? Let's read it. Let's read it. Let's look it up. I know it's going to be different because it's a card game, but it also is, they base a lot of their stuff on real things. Here we go. All right. How do we focus our minds? How do we get clarity when there is confusion? Deep breathing, exercise, meditation. Did I not just say all of this already in this reading? Meditate, move your body. Meditate, again. A walk in nature, sauna, swimming in a cold river. All of these can calm the mind. What brings you back to focus? So you may find, you know how I was kind of distracted at the beginning of the reading? You may find that shiny things are pulling you away from maybe this. Like, once we get clarity, there are going to be forces that are going to come in and go, oh, no, look up here, look up here, look up here. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. And it might be hard to continue focus. And so that's why they're telling you that you're still going to be working on this healing, but somebody's going to come in and help so that you can maintain your focus. Okay. And then I like the lore. The sages of Theros say that the chimeras were created by mad magicians. So I don't know. I feel like obviously the creature in the foreground is the chimera, and then it's a lion, and because I know it's a lion's body, and then it shows a lion and it's like a dragon on the other side. So I know a chimera is like a combination of several animals. So it's really maintaining that balance so that you can focus with everything going on inside. All right, Aquarius. Yeah, I hope that resonates. I hope that helps. April is going to bring some deep healing and finally forward movement. Perhaps some naysayers, don't worry about them. And somebody coming in to help, which is beautiful. And then focus and forward movement. But for right now, as you're coming into April, if you're just watching this, into April, until it feels right to do so, let the universe do all the heavy lifting right now. Go with the flow as much as you can. All right, Aquarius, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Love you.